And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight, it's our first Monday night game of the new season, and we've got a good one coming up, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Green Bay Packers. Two teams that have met at least twice a year since 1932. The Lions and Packers underway from Lambeau. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
Ready.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Ready.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Ready.
Love looking to throw it. A short throw to Musgrave. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll go again to Jones. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
On the tackle. A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down.
Hey, go Fury.
They just do get the playoff. Love going to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Packers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Love going to give this one to Jones. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Ready.
Up the middle, Jones. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 23. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless 1st quarter. Here's 2nd and 8. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards to pick up there. So there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Here we go. Here we go. Top row 18.
In motion left comes Williams. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Trying to find Jamison Williams, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Okay, break. Dragon 60. Go,
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Gotta be Lions.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. We're scoreless after 1. Now a 3rd and 6.
19 tight. 19 tight. Hey, Brad.
Williams being motion left.
Ready.
They'll look to throw again. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
A
nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
19 right. Check.
They'll set up to throw. He's got it to Williams. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Williams, the man in motion left. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
He's got room to roam. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
That's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down. But they're set up well now. 1st and goal at the 1.
On the ready.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Gibbs is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. So important in this league to capitalize on the other team's mistakes. So here they force the turnover on the opening drive, then come right down and score.
And I would add that it's important to capitalize on other teams' mistakes early. That way, you build confidence for yourself and your team. You start playing a little more freely. And you let the other guys know we're prepared to play.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good.
Lions 7, Packers 7. Riley Patterson to kick off for the Lions.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Back at the 11-yard line.
Play action this time with Love. John Kaminsky. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
A loss of 10 yards on the play.
22 needle.
It's now 3rd down.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
On the double.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Out of his end zone, Love. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
And he is going to have a Lions first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
First down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Yeah. Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 2nd and 13. They'll find Williams on the slant. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jamison Williams, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Packers nothing. Riley Patterson, the kickoff for the Lions.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he gets it all the way down inside the 30. What a terrific return.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up.
It's a loss of 2.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On third down, here's Jones. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Here we go.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll go with Jones. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go.
Following the interception, Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Ultra.
A second down throw for Love. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Packers! Jaden Reed in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Let's go. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. They'll try and throw for it here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Riley Patterson, the kickoff for the Lions.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Ready.
Now a second down throw for Love here. Now this aired out deep for Reed. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. I guess we're at the point of the game where they do need to open up the playbook a little bit, start to take some chances down the field, but that one did not go as planned.
Yeah, these guys need something good to go their way, and they took an opportunity to take that shot there. But obviously that's not going to help. A tough play for them as they're trying to make their way back.
Hey! Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go!
They go play action here on first down. And this one too low.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they have that one sniffed out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
The Packers take over first down 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
10 cycles.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
An inside give to Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. But now he appears to be in some pain. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
Shot 17. Claws red. Ready?
Love now. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Josh Jones. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point try now for Patterson. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Packers 6. Riley Patterson, the kickoff for the Lions.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Love back to it here after the pick 6. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. They'll set up a screen for Dillon. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Ready?
To throw now. Here's Love. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field.
6. Mega.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Going back to Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And quickly they get to the line. Love looking to throw it. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
97.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up third down.
On third down, Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Ready,
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Now Love. That is caught. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it, having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
They're ready to kick it off. Here's Mevis. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? Racing to the end zone, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Patterson now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Packers 14. Riley Patterson to kick off for the Lions.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Jordan Love ready on first down here. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Okay, ready?
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Ready?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his target. That's complete. There he goes left side. Inside the 10. And it's a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. They're ready to kick it off. Here's Meebus. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He's on his way. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Lions are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point try now for Patterson. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
42, Packers 21. Riley Patterson, the kickoff for the Lions.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25.
Okay, ready?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into Week 1 because they have not been. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
A loss of 2. Brings up the second.
Here we go on 2nd and 12.
49-yard line.
And his throw here's incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
But with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Oh, that's a big let off there on 3rd down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a 1st down, but for big yardage as well.
Come on.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to. 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
First down, Detroit.
Cougar 19. Hey, check that. Street.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
79 Broncos.
In motion left comes Williams. On second down, here's Gibbs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 205 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
21. Riley Patterson, the kickoff for the Lions.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Ready.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They go screen with Dillon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
3-yard loss on the play. It's 4th down.
Set, cut. Set, cut.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving.
Here we go.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, check mega. Set cut.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And now here is another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving at a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Riley Patterson to kick off for the Lions.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
31 yards. That's good for a Green Bay Packer. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
First down, Love to pass. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Cowboy 80.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
And it's third down.
Ready. Go check. Go check.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Detroit, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the